Hello. You can find this material in Romanian language too, because it's about a very big and important problem. So, please forgive me for my English. It's the world's worst one, but it's about something very important, how I said. And now, please, listen to me very carefully. Forget what you see on TV, forget the big speeches, the press conferences, and the daily political circus. Real politics does not happen in front of the cameras. It happens behind closed doors. It is done with secret files, hidden recordings, and pure blackmail. If you want to understand what is really happening in the United States of America, you need to look at the details that most people ignore. Look at Donald Trump. He acts like a tough man. He acts like an independent billionaire who answers to no one. He says no one can buy him. He says he only does what he wants. That is just a show for the crowd. It is a story he sells to people who believe anything. In reality, every powerful man has a weak point, or weak points. Trump is not different. His weak point, it's not money. His weak point is his past. It is the dirty secrets he thought he buried long ago. But no. This is where Jeffrey Epstein comes in. People think Epstein was just a rich bad man who threw crazy parties on a private island, but not. That's wrong. Epstein was not just one bad guy acting alone. No, not at all. Epstein was a trap. It was a massive operation to catch and control powerful people. It was a perfect blackmail machine. There were hidden cameras in every room. There were audio recorders at every meeting. There were detailed flight logs. There were a long list of big names from politics, business, entertainment, and royalty. Trump and Epstein were not strangers. They were close friends for decades. They shared the same lifestyle in Palm Beach and New York. They went to parties together. They appeared at the same events. Trump used to call Epstein a terrific guy. Trump said Epstein liked beautiful women as much as he did, especially young ones. When things got bad, Trump tried to walk away. He said he barely knew Epstein. He said they had a fight and he kicked him out of his club. This is a story for kids, guys. You cannot erase 20 years of friendship, flights, and meetings. The documents showed that their connection was much deeper than Trump admits. And now, please look at the case of prosecutor Alexander Acosta. This man gave Epstein a very easy deal in 2008. He dropped the heavy federal charges and saved him from real prison. Do you know what Acosta said later when people asked why he let a bad man go free? He admitted that people told him, which one? To leave the case alone. Why? He said he was told that Epstein belongs to intelligence services. He said it clearly. The man is with intelligence. Do not touch him. And what did Trump do when he became president? He rewarded Acosta. He made him the Secretary of Labor in his cabinet. You do not give a man a job like that unless you have to, or unless you are paying for his silence. And here is the tough and the most important, the key question. Who was Epstein really working for? And now look at who protected him. Look at who was always near him. The father of his partner, Ghislaine Maxwell, was Robert Maxwell. He was a famous man tied directly to intelligence agencies like CIA and Mossad. And now, look at Ehud Barak, the former Prime Minister of Israel and former head of military intelligence from Israel, of course. Ehud Barak spent weeks at Epstein properties, at Epstein Island. He made multi-million dollar deals with him. Epstein was not just a rich guy, I told you. He was an asset used to collect dangerous secrets about the most powerful people on earth. And when Epstein died in that New York jail cell, many people thought the story ended. But we know that it's naive. Do you think the hard drives, tapes, and logs just vanished? Huh? Intelligence agencies never lose data like that. Mossad and CIA, but Mossad now, mostly Mossad, kept all the keys to the safe. They have everything. They have every video frame. They have every recorded call. They have the exact list of who was there, what they did, and who they were with. They did not let any proof burn. Their database is complete. This is where Benjamin Bibi Netanyahu comes in. Netanyahu is an old fox, guys. He knows Washington politics better than most Americans and most people in the world. But most importantly, he knows how to use leverage. When you have a leader in the White House who claims he is unbreakable, but you hold the files that can destroy his image, his family, and most important for Donald Trump, his political life in one day, you do not back him. You gave him orders. You control him like a puppet. And now, be honest with you and look at Trump's action in the Middle East, in Iran, in Venezuela. Look at what he actually did, not what he said. He moved the US Embassy, for example, to Jerusalem, even when all his advisors told him it was dangerous. He recognized Israeli control over the Golan Heights, ignoring international law. He broke the nuclear deal, for example, with Iran because Bibi Netanyahu told him to. He gave full support to every plan from the government in Tel Aviv. A president who bragged about the America first. Please, I think this is a joke. But a president who bragged about America first did everything Netanyahu wanted without hesitation. Ask yourself why? Because the leash is very, very short. Every time when Trump tries to turn away, the pressure grows. Have you noticed how the Epstein files come back in the news wherever political tension goes up? Millions of pages of documents come out slowly. There are leaks, names, and details. Nothing happens by accident. Never. Never. It is just a quick pull on the leash. It is a quiet, harsh reminder. We have everything in our archives. Play our game or you fall. This is what Trump heard. The same things happens with money, for example. Do not forget where the big cash behind Trump's campaigns comes from. Big donors with deep ties to Tel Aviv gave him hundreds of millions of dollars. But money for Donald Trump is just the carrot. The stick, it's still the file in the safe. Money keeps him afloat, and blackmail keeps him on his knees. It is a deadly combination, if you want to say. He cannot move left or right, up or down. Nowhere. Simple people like me, like you, watch TV and argue about speeches. They look at posts, tweets, and media fights. Guys, it is cheap theater for fools. Trump knows exactly what would happen if all the original tapes and full records hit the news. His whole political empire would crash instantly. His supporters would leave him in a second. No PR strategy could save him. That is why Netanyahu can name his terms every time. And when he wants billions, for example, billions of dollars in military aid, approved right away. Diplomatic protection and votes at the UN, guaranteed. Aggressive attacks and economic sanction against rivals, done without hesitation. The man who claims to be the strongest leader in the world follows order without arguing. And now, please look at the people around him too. The people in Trump's inner circle spent years near the same networks. Political consultants, tech billionaires, and famous lawyers all show up in Epstein contact books. For real. Nothing was left to chance. They built a full safety networking. It is a trap that no big decision maker in Washington can escape. If one tries to leave, the whole structure crushes him. And guys, this is not just about foreign policy. No, this is control goes everywhere. You can see it in judge appointments, in intelligence decision, and in how federal investigations are handled. For example, Mossad does not use leverage for just one request. Never. They use it to take everything they need from the American system. And Trump is their perfect tool. He is weak, vain man who is easy to control through fear. And please, don't tell me this is a crazy conspiracy theory. No. It is called geopolitical control. Money can buy influence, but blackmail buys total control. When you own a man's darkest secret, you do not negotiate with him. You tell him what to do. And he does it fast, with a smile for the cameras, pretending it was his great idea all along. That is the reality behind the curtain, guys. We have a puppet on the stage making a show, and a dark file locked in a safe, and the foreign intelligence service pulling the trigger. The crowd claps and cheers without understanding who holds the real power and who directs every step on the show. God bless you. Peace.